Have you ever been in a relationship and felt like the person you were with was siphoning your energy to the point you felt depleted emotionally, mentally, physically, and financially, while the other person seemed to be living their best life? Whereas before, the roles were completely reversed. Perhaps this person had nothing tangible or intangible to offer. Then, after being with you, you could see them gaining momentum while you're falling apart. I believe that's what destiny swapping is. These people feed off of your high vibrational energy because they're so disconnected from source and they want to be like you, but don't know how or don't want to do the work themselves. So they steal your energy. In my book, I write about this, but I focus less on labels and more on my personal experience, what I went through, and how I was able to recognize the unhealed trauma that kept me stuck in this loop of self betrayal and how I called back my energy. I personally believe that destiny swapping is rooted in self betrayal and a lack of self love. Because if we possessed these traits to begin with, the boundaries that we would have set would not have even allowed someone to get that close to us to steal our light and our energy. I'm going to link a photo of what I looked like near the end of that relationship. And this is what I look like now. I'm 48 years old. And when I look back on how I looked when I was in that relationship, I was totally unrecognizable. When I finally made the decision to end that relationship after 7.5 years, at that point in time, my soul was screaming at me to leave this relationship. It was like an alarm going off inside of me. And my soul was telling me that if I didn't end this immediately, I wouldn't have another chance. The price I would have paid to stay in that relationship would have been my life. I've been fighting these forces my entire life, but this one almost took me out, literally. If you're someone who has experienced this or are going through this now, you can get out of this and you will recover from this, because if you weren't so deeply connected to source, this wouldn't have happened to you at all. So understand, you are still deeply connected to source. You just have to remember that you are. I'm here to remind you of that and of the light you still carry within, because you're listening to this and you made it to the end of this video. That alone is proof that your soul is not shattered. So trust yourself. Don't forget your power and know that you will be okay. You are not alone, and I believe in you.